Mario, Peach, and Bowser had scaled the tree and defeated Dimentio. The exhausted heroes were relieved to finally see the ivory towers of Fort Francis. Was Tippy safe? Was the next Pure Heart really waiting for them ahead? Their only answers were the strange voices carried on the wind from inside the fort. And welcome back to more Super Paper Mario. Last time we got through 3-3, which was the big tree, fought Dimentio, and now we're ready to invade. So this is where that dweeb Francis lives. What's this castle got of mine? Do you think Tippy is alright? I'm starting to worry. This is so high technical. It's a totally undiscovered Digibutterfly species. I must document it. Mario. Yes, shake that thorax. The Digibutter.nerd forum guys will be so jealous when I post these shots online. Okay, we need to rescue Tippy now. But we need a way inside the fort, and luckily our ticket is right next to it, in this little pipe, hopefully. We're actually using Throw for some reason. I think it's trying to tell us something. Yes, the game is trying to tell you something. Pay attention. We got a key to Fort Francis door. So we can now break our way in and begin our heist. Yes, the game is actively trying to tell you, use the row. A lot. So we got a door to the main hall. However, if we actually flip, we can actually go behind it and access a hidden warp pipe. So, his security consists of little robot cats, because that's efficient. And also we got a sign up there, you may notice. So let us read this sign, just to be on the safe side. For Francis's eyes only, 23232828. Room on the right, room on the left. Don't mix them up. 2323. And we got a pixel! Hey there! You seem friendly, if so give me a hand, if not give me a hand anyway. Also text box was not having it that time. Freedom! Oh, finally I'm out. I didn't know what I was going to do. Thank you, thank you! I've been shut in here forever. You'll never catch me in there again. I must repay you. I'm at your service. I'm sure you can find a use for my talent. Hold on a second. Before we get all friendly, we should see if we're on the same page. You met Francis, right? What do you think of the guy? Your first impression? Nerd. Ah, I see, I see. Anything else about him catch your eye? He's into butterflies. Oh, yes, I see how you would think that. Sum it up, what do you think about him? He's a monster. So you think Francis is a nerdy butterfly fanatic, basically a monster? Well, imagine that, you and I feel the same way about him. We've got great harmony. Yep, I think we'll work perfectly. Together, nothing can touch us. Carrie, the hovering platform pixel, has joined your party. When you're riding Carrie, you'll move faster and can breeze over spiked floors. With me, you can get places in a hurry. Go ahead, give me a spin. So room on the right is 2323, room on the left is 2828. Remember that. Or write it down and take a screenshot. Got a phone. 2007, we actually have to write things down on paper or just memorize it. But man, phones are amazing. Sweet, the resolution on these images is just breathtaking. So we've located Francis. And we've located Tippy. So let's just barge in there. We don't have the keys, but who cares? It won't even let us. Okay, moving on. So, the main gimmick, obviously, of this level is using Throw extensively, and also a new Pixel Carry. those are the two that we'll mostly use, but Dudley will see some action as well. These guys can be defeated with their own little mines, or auto bombs if you play Splatoon. So, give them a taste of their own medicine. Got more of these guys to deal with. You can also use the row to toss them into each other, but that works too. Now, unfortunately, Tippy isn't with us, so there's no hidden platform shenanigans, so we need another way to bring these things down. That way is using our new friend Dudley to bring down the house. And the door. And here we have a bunch of spikes, so we need another new pixel, Carrie, to carry us. These puns, though. And we have a really angry looking maid cat robot. You have reached the door to Master's super secret lair. Only Master is allowed inside. You must confirm your identity for security purposes. To confirm your identity, answer true or false to the following statements. Starship X-Lot comics are never to be removed from their plastic sleeves. True. Role-playing games should be no less than 180 hours long, not counting side quests. That's like twice the length of the Xenoblade Chronicles. That is long. Fanny packs are both practical and stylish. Please enter the secret passcode. 2323. Welcome home, Master. Master's Fantasy Fortress is safe from intruders. Good security. When you put your codes on a wall sign. And here's his like geek lair. We notice a lot of references to Petuni. That's not weird at all. There's Boo, Bootler, and Bo. And the others I think are original characters, because they look like kind of the art style of the Flipside people. But we got Forky. Also, he has a Virtual Boy. That's how much of a nerd he is. No disrespect to anybody with a Virtual Boy, but... Geek log date 11/26, mood ranty. The sun is bright outside, so I'm going to stay in and watch the blubbening. Season 1 has better writing and voice acting than the later seasons. I mean, come on, everything went totally downhill after that big dream sequence. So the animation in the scenes where Turbo Blubber battles robots is sweet. Season 3 was obviously just a vehicle for selling action figures and vehicles. I never understood why they changed the sound effect when the princess appears. It was ding-a-dee-ling, and then it was suddenly ding-a-dee-ding-a-ling. As if no one would notice. True fans care about important stuff like that. They should totally run the show without commercials and let fans suggest storylines. That's what the fans want, and we're the only ones that matter. I guess I'll still buy the Blubbening box at the pre-order bonus as a costume. I was waiting for it to come. I'll go online and tell everyone it's stupid. It's got a GameCube, a Famicom. That might be a Super Famicom actually, if he has a regular Famicom. I think I see an N64 on the right on the left of the chest, like right here. And yeah, Virtual Boy. This was pre Wii U, obviously. If this was intended to be a launch window game for the Wii. So yeah, this game is a little old. Surprisingly so, actually. 10 years. Actually 11 now. Holy cow. But, some of the, references in this chapter in particular are still kind of relevant today, not gonna lie. You can also use Boomer to bring down these doors, by the way. You do not have to use Thudley if you do not choose to. So we got a little bit of a puzzle here. This is very hard to see. It's easier to see in 3D, obviously, so, you may need to flip to figure it out on your first go. But we have a little bit of a secret staircase and another one of these guys. These guys give you 50 points, so you hypothetically could level grind here, albeit that would be torture. That would actually be kind of torture. 50 points, the rate at leveling up right now, we need about 1,500 points. That's a lot. So we're not doing that. Level grinding is really pointless in this game anyway, it's not really that needed. Continuing the trend of needing Thoreau for things, for some reason. I do like it actually, because it's like, oh yeah, this pixel you got in chapter 1, it still has use. We didn't forget about him. But hitting that switch brings up this giant bridge. If you didn't know anybody, you'd think Gilgamesh would show up here, because I hear he likes battling on big bridges. No, I haven't played Final Fantasy V. If you're wondering why this reference feels intentionally vague. I need to, I know. Maybe 4-Job Fiesta, because that's coming up soon. But also this is being recorded right before E3 starts, so yeah, some of these references are actually amusing me more than they normally would. Not gonna lie. You have reached the door to Master's private room. For security purposes, you must confirm your identity. Answer the following security questions with either true or false. Video game soundtracks are totally high-technical. True. I actually agree with that one legitimately. Episode 127 of the Grotesque Chronicles is pretty much the sweetest thing ever. One day I will own all of the Starship Axonaut series 3 collectible action figures. Now you must enter the passcode. I pushed the wrong button. You are not the master. Deploy security measures. But this is actually a good thing, because we get to show off another room. I can't say I meant to do that, but it works out, because we get to show this off. So we got a room with a chain shop, so they ain't messing around. But again, Bowser can easily dispatch of chain chomps, luckily. So we're good to go again. Now, this actually takes 2, so we need to weigh it down with Mario to just make the pipe initially appear, sadly. Can't just toss the switch and go. And we're back down in the basement, so we have to kind of take a bit of a walk back. Try not to typo the code this time. I'm not even sure what happened. Not even kidding, I don't know how I typoed it, but I typoed it, so that's all that matters. You can also pick up these guys, so they're not really enemies per se. Drop that in. Key accepted, meow. Cool. Off we go. Back to where we were. And unfortunately, we have to do a lot of the 3D jumping again. Slightly unfortunate. I like the music in this area. Also, Francis's theme is actually really good too. I don't know how to describe it other than derpy, but it fits. It fits his character, because he's kind of a derp. But he's an interesting side character, really. He's an interesting character to just kind of chuck in here in the middle of everything going on. But this, not gonna lie, it's kind of a filler chapter. It's important, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't really advance the story a ton. The main story, it affects the story in some more minor ways, which I actually like. You know, minor plot and character growth is appreciated, actually, because it's very subtle. And they do hang a lantern on it eventually, or lampshade it. Both mean the same thing. So, unfortunately, the problem is we need to do the questions again. But the thing is, the answer is always true. So just, you can mash through this really easily. 2, 8, 2, 8. I think what happened was I accidentally hit end. Welcome home, Master. Security, meow. Missed you. Also, for some reason, my headcanon, obviously I can't do voices and I don't have any, like, soundboard effects set up. But my headcanon is like, all these guys sound like Daleks from Doctor Who. Not even kidding. So let's check out this room a little bit more before we leave. We have every Yoshi color, multiple Petunia plushes, that's not weird at all, Pennington, and Vivian. Bulb. It looks like all the Yoshi egg colors, if I'm seeing correctly. Looks like there's a Peach in there. So yeah, he's got quite the collection. Uber Photography, trains, Uber Photography toys, Uber Photography pop idols. He's got a Peach poster on the door. I actually wonder if that's the same texture as from Bowser Your Door, with the one Peach fanatic that Bowser tries to steal the poster from indirectly, or actually he's talking to the poster. Like, I wonder if that's the same texture. Because again, this was a GameCube game originally, so a lot of things got reused. And I don't mean that as a bad thing. Reusing things, a lot of people get upset by that, but I don't. You know, if it fits the situation, using an asset makes sense compared to just making an entirely new asset. So I don't really have a problem with, like, when companies do that. So, that's just my 2 cents on it. And in my case, I just tend to get really nostalgic over things, so I don't especially mind, because in cases of like, oh, that's a sound effect from Bowser Your Door, it's just like, oh, that's cool. Like, to me, in this game, for example, obviously, it's probably the same engine, so they reused a lot, but I do think in my case, nostalgia helps me not really care that a lot of things were legitimately reused. He accepted, meow. Meow. Both keys confirmed, meow. Wait a moment, you look nothing like Master. Only Master Francis and totally hot babes are allowed to enter. All others will get the kitty lasers. Kitty lasers? Yeah, that's a problem. That's kind of a problem. Okay. We need a plan. Bowser probably can't get in, but I wonder if Peach can. We'll have to find out next time on Super Paper Mario, where we will hopefully rescue Tippy and find the 3rd Pure Heart. Well, actually, 4th Pure Heart, because we got one for free. I always forget that in this game. But in any case, thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Super Paper Mario.